Now you have a general idea on how to use Instagram and you know hashtags are important, but now you're left asking yourself, what hashtags should I use? Watch this video and I'll show you some strategies on how you can find the best hashtags to use for your real estate business. Thank you so much for being here. For more tips on how to use technology in order to gain more leads and sell more homes, then please click on the subscribe button below and hit the bell to be notified of when I post a new video every Wednesday. If you want high quality hashtags to ensure that not only you are found, but that you are getting high quality targeted traffic, then stay tuned. By the end of this video, you should have a good idea on which hashtags to use and how to find the best quality ones. I have been studying and researching Instagram for months now, and the biggest thing I found is hashtags, how to use the best hashtags, and when I have done that, it has gained my following and has even driven high quality customers to me that have found me online just because of my hashtags and now want to use me to help them to buy or sell their home. Number one is research. Well, this one is not sexy at all. It is the most important one. You cannot overlook or skip this part. If you do not do this, you will not be getting found by the proper people. The first thing you need to think of is who your ideal customer is. For the most part, this is likely going to be home buyers and home sellers. Now, if you specialize in a different area, maybe it's commercial or maybe condos, then it could be a little different. Now that you know who your ideal customer is, you have to get in the mindset of them. Think of where they would be on Instagram and what they would be searching for. In other words, what hashtag do you think they would use if they want to start searching for a realtor? Or even what hashtags they'd be using in their day-to-day business. For example, you're a realtor in Calgary. I would be using the hashtag Calgary as well as the airport code YYC. So now let's say I'm going to do a post on Instagram about home buying. If I'm doing that, now I want to use relevant hashtags. Of course, I'm going to make my post actually relevant to home buying and put some good content on there and then use some hashtags that relate to it. Maybe the hashtags could be something like buying a home, home buyer, home buying tips. You get the idea. You just want to make it relevant to whatever you're posting about. If you make a post about home buying and then you use the hashtag commercial real estate, then somebody who's searching out that hashtag commercial real estate likely wasn't looking for a post about buying a home, and therefore it's not going to work. So see how this goes? The more refined and relevant to your post it is, the better. So now that you've written down a few hashtags, we're going to dive in deeper and find some more so that you can add to that list and see how they perform and find the perfect ones. Start by going to the search feature within Instagram, then click on search. Switch the search feature to tags. Now search the hashtag you want to research. For this example, I will type in real estate. Click on it and you will see it has 27.4 million posts. This is a far too competitive field, and because of that, if you have a newer account with not many followers, I would very much avoid using a hashtag like this one. For you to be found in the most popular portion of this hashtag, you would have to hit a grand slam by having thousands of people like and comment on your post. With a newer account, and even one my size, this will never happen. If you go to the Recent tab, you will notice a few posts. After giving it several seconds, once I refresh, you will notice how quickly some of these posts move down the feed. So there again, if you're using a hashtag that is too popular, it is going to be very hard for someone to ever see your post. I aim to have hashtags that are between 1,000 and 100,000. This way you have a way better chance of being found because it's not so competitive. Whenever you go to the recent posts, your photo is actually going to stay there a bit longer. And if you get decent engagement from it, you actually have a chance you could end up in the popular feed. As you can see, under real estate, it gives me a bunch of related hashtags. Therefore, I can go through this list and keep clicking on some that are relevant to what I am posting about until I find the ones that are within that 1,000 and 100,000. After going through the suggestions, I have found buy a house, which is 103,000. Now, this one's on the border of where I like, but since it is so close, I don't mind using this one. Once I am within this one, you will notice the related searches change again. So now I'm a bit more narrowed in. I will now search these hashtags and see what I get. You already noticed that number of posts on these ones are starting a lot lower than when I search for real estate. This is a good sign as I am starting to find some that are more within my range where I want to be. There, third one in is sell my house. So already just on my third try, I have found another hashtag. Now, I would start a list for posts that involve home buying and home selling, because as you can see, my first one I found is in relation to buying a home, whereas the second one is in relation to selling a home. So if you're making a post on selling a home, do not put in the hashtag buying a home. You want to keep them separate. Are you currently using hashtags on your Instagram posts? If so, please let me know by commenting below. Just keep going through the list and start writing down hashtags that are relevant to what you want to achieve. I would strive to get at least a list of 100. Now I know this sounds like a lot, but really if you go through the search feature and just dive into it, spend a bit of time. It doesn't take too long and you'll be surprised how many you can find. Now that you have all those hashtags, I would put them in separate groups of 30 each. You don't want to get them mixed up, so if you're doing a post on home buying, you want all those hashtags to be relevant to that. If you're doing home selling, you want all the hashtags relevant to that. Make sense? So bonus tip. So now that I've shown you how to find all these hashtags, I'm actually going to show you a shortcut that'll maybe save you some time and gets you some good hashtags quicker. You can use a thing called a hashtag generator where you can type in a hashtag and it will find you relevant hashtags that you can copy and paste. A good example is a page like InGrammer. Go to the web page and then click on generate by keyword. Let's type in our last hashtag that we found, sell my house. Click on submit and generate hashtags. Now you will see it come up with a bunch of different suggestions and even show you how many posts they have. How cool is that? Go through that list and you can click on the ones you want and then it will save them on the right hand side. Once you have a few, just click on copy selected hashtags, then paste them into somewhere. I suggest pasting them somewhere like Notepad if you're using a Mac, as this integrates well with your iPhone. So if you're pasting it on there and then you go to your Notepad on your iPhone, all your hashtags are there. Then when you have all your hashtags saved in your Notepad and you're ready to make a post, all you have to do is open Notepad, select those 30 hashtags, copy them, and paste them right into your post. So then as you keep going in InGrammer, you can keep typing in new hashtags and finding relevant ones. Then when you have a post to do, all you have to do is copy and paste them since you have them saved in there. Then after that, just start typing in different hashtags. Find other options, find some relevant ones, and just copy and paste them into your Notepad. Then in no time, you'll have 100, which gives you 3 posts plus 10 extras. Or if you want to take it further, go to 120. So then that way you've got 4 separate categories. So there you have it. With a little time out of your day, you can really find some relevant hashtags that'll help you to get found, get more followers, and hopefully gain some more leads and sell some more homes. Now that you know all the tips on how to find the best hashtags to get some more followers and potential customers, you're going to want to download my free guide of video marketing ideas that 10 times my social media leads. Check it out by downloading it in the comments below. If you like this video, please let me know by liking it, subscribing to my channel, and sharing with anyone else this may be beneficial for. Also, comment below with the word hashtag if you found this helpful and gave you some great ideas. Thank you again for watching and good luck on your hashtag research. Now, you watch this watch this video and I will thank you so much for being here. For more tips on Thank you so much for being here. For more tips on how to use technology in real estate to sell more homes. Nope. Thank you so much for being here.